very much, Gene. You're awesome.
Old plumbing.
Right,
You
so-
just want me to hold it?
No, I don't think you will be distracted, so I want you to perceive. Although you'll know most of what I'm talking about today, but still, like, I want it to be like self-ready. Thanks for joining us today. It's great to see more and more people, especially when we make this video like not free. So I see like more commitment since people are still coming. This is great. This is what we want to see. So we're opening today a series of 6 classes, which is more systematic than what we did before. Before it was like kind of ad hoc. We get people on board. I like speak about basic and kind of work individually on the issues that I see. But what we were missing is the like systematic approach, the knowledge that we put into the buckets and kind of work like one piece at a time. So today is the first one. We're gonna be speaking about the natural point of fame, how it is related to breathing, and what is about timing, how we do the timing when we shoot, especially for biathlon purposes. So let's speak about the natural point of fame. We already spent some time in the past about it. So natural point of aim is the direction where your rifle wants to be aimed when you're totally relaxed. So if you're totally relaxed, if you close your eyes, do several deep breaths and out, and then open your eyes, look through the sight. This is exactly where your rifle wants to shoot, and we want target to be there. You can ask like why. We actually can pull it with the muscles and point it where we want it. It turns out that this is not as reliable as when we relaxed. So if and this is the question Magyar was asking last time. He showed me his group, which looks not like a round thing with the bullets are spread evenly. It was like a cloud, which is like a sideways lens or something like that. It looked like this, and there was dense part over here, and kind of more spread like flyers over here. And he was asking like, what you can tell about target? What's wrong with it? And the truth is like that one of the reasons it can happen, and this is most likely reason, is mess up with natural point of fame. So if, for example, our natural point is over here, we pull the rifle with our muscles all the way to here where our target is. At the moment we take our shot, our muscles get relaxed, and they get relaxed at different rate depending on how tired you are, how many shots you've done before, and other factors. So your rifle will jump, and that will affect where the bullet goes. So again, natural point of aim is where the rifle wants to shoot. We can check the natural point of aim with 2 different ways. One of them, as I said, relax all your muscles, close your eyes, do a couple of deep breaths and out, and open your eyes. This is one thing. Another thing is exactly at the moment, like after you've taken your shot, see where the rifle pointed at. Many times we like think, we're good, natural point of aim is perfect. We take our shot and then rifle bounces, then it settles, and it is pointed to a different area than the target. That's another way of checking it. So there are how we adjust the natural point of aim. I've talked about it before, but I will repeat. So we use our left elbow as a pivot point, and we move our body around it. Typically, that means, for example, the sideways corrections. We keep the left elbow in place and we move our belly left and right. Why is, and the same is for up and down. If we want to, for example, our bullet go lower than currently, we need to move our belly forward. This way, we kind of do like this, and the rifle goes down. So we'll talk about it a little bit more later. So why we do keep our elbow on the ground as a pivot point? Why not we, for example, leave our belly on the ground and move everything around? What do you think? is a catch there. For example, like we can, since our belly is kind of a big area, there is a lot of friction, unlike the elbow, which is basically a point. So, for example, if we keep our belly like on the ground and we start to lean our spine sideways, our belly is laying there, our spine is over here. We're creating a twisting force, which we not notice, but it's there. So to remove this twisting force, we lift it up, our like skin and muscles get contracted as they wanted, and we get it, this force go away. So this twisting force is the thing that we want to eliminate. So keep our left elbow as a pivot point, move our belly around. Moving the belly is like a course, like a huge correction. So we see big corrections that we need to fix. This is how we do it. There is a easy way and quicker way to eliminate like small, like do the quick corrections, like very small now. If, for example, we're looking at the target and we're kind of on the edge of the target or close to that. So what you can do is you kind of reach with your rifle in the way you want to make a correction. This will stretch your claws, muscles and tendons slightly that way, and when you relax, the rifle goes exactly where you want it, it will stay, even though you're still relaxed. So this is another way to make a small corrections. This is about it for the natural point of aim. Our first exercise will be exactly about it. Second thing, how breathing affect our shooting. I would say there are two aspects in that way. One is mechanical aspect, another one is like biochemical one. Let's talk about first. So you can think of, when you shoot, you can think of the rifle as a seesaw, which is pivoted to your elbows. So you can rock it back and forth. And when you breathe in, your belly is expanded. You can think of the car jack, which lifts one side of the seesaw and the other side goes down. So you breathe in, your rifle goes down. You breathe out, rifle goes up. So how, and you should be able to see that. You lay yourself into the prone position, you start to breathe, and you see the rifle go up, down, up, down. How do we want to include, how we want to deal with our breathing in terms of natural point of aim? It's pretty simple. We will include our breathing muscles into now our natural point of aim conception. So if you think about it, the breathing muscles, they also have a relaxed state. For example, if I breathe in as much as possible, I relaxed, I've got compressed. The same is like if I exhale too much, like when I relax, I'm inflated. Automatically, I have no force for that. Relax my muscles, I get to my like normal thickness, I would say. So we want to, when we relax our inhale, exhale muscles, we want to see the rifle on the target. So typically that means that you, like when you breathe in, the rifle goes under the target. Breath out, goes out above the target. If you halfway or something like that, it will be on the target. There will be like fine tuning, like you may figure out like, oh, I'm better relaxed if I exhale like 20 or 30% of the air. This is my best position, so keep that in mind. But like somewhere in between is the good starting point. So this is the first thing, like mechanical aspect of breathing. Another aspect is like biochemical aspect of breathing. When we breathe in, like why we're breathing? Because we need oxygen. This oxygen will allow our muscles to react, will allow our eyes to see, and it will allow our brain to react. And the brain, I think, is the most important thing. When you if you get a person like a pilot, especially practice it or astronaut, what happened to your brain when you don't have enough oxygen? If you put a person into the deficit of oxygen state and ask this person for example, a math problem, you will notice that this math problem takes way longer to solve compared that there is enough oxygen. So what happens to our brain? It starts to react slowly. When we in the context of shooting, that means that even though your target is off the sides, your brain still thinks that, oh, that's probably okay. The brain is behind it. It doesn't notice that you're off the target, and you still take a shot and it's back.
I've had this exact experience.
What was it?
When I was the first race I did, I shot a lot better,
Uh-huh.
and then I was going harder in the second two races,
Uh-huh.
and I missed like everything because I felt like it was good enough. Each like I was like, I'm on the target, miss. I'm like, that's good, miss. And I bet
Yeah.
it was a bit of
Yeah. Thanks for like adding this. This is exactly what that you may be able to see. So that means that we need to breathe enough so our brain is in a good shape for shooting. So like for that reason, if we, for example, like take several deep breaths or like a couple of deep breaths in the race, start shooting and don't, like if it would be possible, don't take any breath in between the 5 shots. The result by the number 5 will be like most likely will be awful, just because we don't have enough oxygen. So we need to have enough pause, enough breathing in between the shots. So how and now we are kind of smoothly getting into how long we should aim at the target. So the truth is it should be somewhere in the middle, not too short and not too long. Why we don't want to aim too short? Just because we need to, specifically in biathlon, we need to move from target to target, right? So if we don't have enough time, we'll most likely will be not moving enough, or we will be in a rush and moving too much. So we need to have enough time for aiming. What happens if we aim too long? Like, just because we are not breathing and aiming too long, our brain get less and less oxygen, start to do mistakes due to its slowness. So it should be somewhere in the middle, not too much, not too long. Now, in the context of breathing, like we typically measure the distance or like time spent between the shots in breaths and in seconds after each breath. So you will figure out for your particular case what is the ideal. For me, for example, after skiing, I need to do at least 3 breaths in and breath out. Otherwise, it will not be good. It will be different for yours. Like if you look at the top biathletes, they do 1. They do 1 in, out, take a shot. In, out, take a shot. This is very impressive. If you're that good, awesome, good to go. But try to practice. It may be like you need more or less breathing than you think you are. So one thing. After you've taken the last breath in and out, I want you to check how much time is needed after that. It's my experience says like aiming for more than 5 seconds is useless. You think your result will be better, it's more and more and more perfect, but actually, since our brain is slow, most likely it will tell you, like it will be dreaming. It will dream of the good things, although the thing may be bad in real life. Like it's, yeah. So I think this is it. So I covered everything. So let me speak how we're gonna do our exercises today. First, we mostly gonna be using the paper targets. We're gonna set up our position for prone. So standing will be next time. We will first do our 0. We'll adjust the rifles if you use borrow the rifle. If are you using your own rifle today?
No.
Okay, so you're
I
gonna
signed up for a red one, I think.
So adjust your rifle, do the 0, do the corrections, and this is what the 0 will be for one of the targets you're looking at. Second target, I want you to take 10 shots, just laying in the ground and being in the good relaxed state, like to have a picture what's gonna be your group when you're like perfect. Then we're gonna spend some time on natural point of aim. We're gonna do the exercise which is called like 1 by 10, I would say. We stand up, leave the rifle on the ground. We lay down, put ourselves put the magazine in, put ourselves in a position, check natural point of aim, do 1 shot, then stand up and do it again. So we do it like 10 times in a row, 2 magazines. And the goal of this exercise is to be able to quickly find our position on the ground, do it exactly the same way we always do, and quickly do the natural point of aim check. It may be like natural point of aim may take you several minutes first time, but as soon as you practice more and more, it will take seconds or no time. You put yourself in a position, check, and it's perfect. No correction is needed. So this is where we want to be. This is first exercise. Second exercise, we'll check how many breath in, breath out we need in our race. So we'll do some jumping jacks just to get our breath disturbed. We'll do like 1 breath between shots, 3 breaths, and 5 breaths. So this will be another 3 targets for that. And the last thing is about the how many seconds we spend after each breath. We'll check like 2 seconds, 10 seconds, and 15, for example. Sounds good?
That doesn't make sense.
So we will take as many breath in, breath out as we need to relax. Then we'll say like, I will take my shot 3 seconds after my last breath. Breath in, breath out 50%, 1, 2, bang.
And holding. Like holding your breath for 3 seconds?
Yes. Yeah. So another series of shots will be like we do it like 5. Let's do like 3, 5, and 10. 3 is like a little bit shorter than normal. 5 is what we want to see in average. 10 seconds is a little too long. So we'll use 3 different targets from that and see how the group looks like. All right.
So can you recap the plan?
Yep.
How many?
I will guide you through. We'll do it like in parallel about the same time. So,
Sure.
Two questions.
Yeah.
You personally, you said you take 3 breaths before every single shot.
When I do in the racing, yes.
Like 3 breaths, shot, 3 again, shoot
Right.
again.
I do like this. Bang, and do it again.
And your
So-
exhale is not complete. It's like
Huh?
your exhale, you don't completely exhale, right?
When I do the like after last breath in,
Uh-huh.
my rifle goes lower, below the target. I do halfway out, and at that time I start to like preload my trigger, aim it, and at about the time I exhale 50%, I take a shot. And then I start.
That was my second question.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Vlad.
That make sense?
Yeah.
Right.
What do we do about the wind? Because we're comparing how it affects us, but wind is a big variable right now, I guess. Or it doesn't affect us.
Yeah, wind will affect us. We will have a special class number 5, I believe.
Yeah.
It's about wind specifically. Today, try to think there is no wind. Like most of the time, what we see, the mistakes made by a person, especially in the prone, are much higher. Makes much higher effect on the shooting precision rather than the wind. Although wind is important sometimes. All right. Good
We're
question.
not good enough to worry about wind yet.
Yeah, this is what basically.
Yeah.
basically
I know. I was thinking wind would be a good topic, but we're not there yet.
When he was talking,
Okay.
I remember I forgot.
Yeah, let's take.
That's
Let's spread the positions. I want you to take one of the positions for the paper target. Like each position will cover 10 circles. So if you are on the certain position, all these 10 circles are yours.
oh.
So, right, spread yourself around. Use the mats if you don't have one. Grab your rifle by the barrel, put it on the mat, and be prepared for the shooting. If you need ammunition, stop by. We'll